The Classic Metal Show and Chris Aiken Presents are proud to call Rumble our official video platform. No more being censored by fucking YouTube and other big tech platforms. All segments of The Classic Metal Show and Chris Aiken Presents are available now on our Rumble channel. Follow our channel at www.rumble.com/c/CMS. Want it on your TV? Just install the Rumble app on your Roku, Amazon, Apple devices, and most smart TVs. We have the other shitty platforms for the lazy people, but why watch it censored when you can see our shows the way they were meant to be presented? Subscribe at www.rumble.com/c/CMS or search The Classic Metal Show on the Rumble app. Let's go!
Hey, this is Joey Vera from Armored Saint, and you're watching CMS TV.
So then let's go to the third weird thing.
Okay.
And we'll try to be somewhat respectful on this, but I find this to be awful as well. And I know this guy, one of these guys is your friend, so I'm going to say it, prefacing it by I'm not trying to be a dick here, but it has to be addressed.
Okay.
And the friend we're talking about is Robbie Lochner.
All right.
So Jack probably is not in the ground yet. And they've already announced that they're keeping the band together. They've added a new singer, and they're continuing on.
Well, I was aware of that. Actually, CMS Mikey sent this to me earlier today, asking me what's your thoughts on this.
I know mine, but I'll let you go with yours.
All right. I have a few. I have a few thoughts as well. Obviously the guys that make up this tribute to Great White are Jack's band. Terry Ilous obviously fronted Great White after Jack was summarily booted out.
Right.
And then Terry got the boot, and Jack and Terry actually bonded.
Yeah, they're friends. They were friends.
They bonded after that.
Sure.
Due to their circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this to be fact. I'm just speculating that after Jack found out, or more or less realized he was not coming back,
yeah,
he may have given these guys the blessing to carry on with Terry Ilous.
Maybe. I could tell you this. I'll just throw a little wrench into that. I interviewed Ken Mary, the drummer, 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And I specifically asked him if they would carry on past Jack.
Okay.
And he said they had not talked about it.
Okay.
That was 2 weeks ago.
All right.
So as of 2 weeks ago, that, at least that's the story I was told.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that he wasn't kind of covered something up because something was in the works. That could be as well. I don't know. All I know is that here's my problem with this. I don't have I mean, obviously, I don't have a problem with Robbie. He seems like a nice guy. I've met him on the show.
Right.
You know, I think I've met him in person, actually. Obviously, like Terry, like I said, interviewed Ken 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
So several.
I talked to Ken. He was actually with Robbie at the Four Winds Casino when he basically told Dawn and I about Jack's condition and that it was near the end.
Sure. So I have nothing negative about these guys, like as guys or whatever. But this could have waited.
I agree. But again, I don't know if this was a band decision to release this is this an announcement? Is this what this is, or is this?
I think it's an announcement. I don't know. This came from Long Paul over at KNAC.
Right. He's been around a long time.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be bullshit. I'm sure it's
No,
real.
it's a real thing.
Yeah.
But obviously they put together the advertisement and things like that. And as you can see, they're playing at the Arcada Theater, which is where I was just last night.
Yeah. And I mean, it's 2 days after we learned at about 6:00 Eastern time on Thursday. So it's 50 hours later and we've got advertisement for a show.
Right.
As well as a full layout of a band, a new name, a new singer, and continuing on.
Right.
My thought, and again, this is just me being me. Fine that I'm sure the Arcada they had a contractual obligation. I'm sure that's what, and they're honoring it. I'm sure that's what it is.
Okay.
Fair enough on that. But they shouldn't be doing anything else after that until maybe a month, 2 months.
Okay.
They should be off 2 months. They should do a real tribute in LA, because obviously that's where Jack made his bones. Should do a real tribute, and at that tribute, that's when you could say, you know what, in Jack's honor, we're going to continue on. We're going to do this.
Sure.
You know, it just seemed 50 hours later, and there's a new band with advertising, and we're going forward. Come on, man.
Well, you spoke to Tony Montana 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, Tony as well. That's right. Yeah.
Did you discuss his version of Great White at that point?
I think we may have touched on it, but I don't think it was in. I mean, I don't remember quite. Honestly, they all sort of blur together.
Right.
But
well, I'm sure that there must have been some kind of an agreement with Jack that, you know, you guys go ahead and carry on or do what you need to do. I don't know. But
yeah, I mean,
knowing Jack the way I do or did, and the fact that maybe Jack wanted to just leave his legacy, and like I said, he had a good relationship with Terry Ilous, as far as I know. They kind of bonded over the whole Great White thing, and maybe he just named his successor.
Maybe.
You know, and I agree about the timing. I get your point about the timing.
All I'm upset about is the timing. Not even them continuing on. The timing is god awful.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I don't think anybody. I mean, anybody that knows these guys knows that they're all pretty decent guys, or they seem to be decent guys.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think it's a money grab here.
No.
I don't think it's, you know,
because I mean, people in general, in my opinion, are they interested in seeing a Great White tribute? Are they going to go for this? Because I mean, look at what happened to Bobby Blotzer or even Juan Crucier with the whole the second voice of Rat, or Bobby Blotzer's Rat experience. People didn't seem too interested, you know,
but people have been going out to these shows to see this band.
Yeah.
And they went out and saw Terry's version of Great White.
Yeah. But
I mean, I get that it could have some value.
White, though. It was Great White.
It could have some value. I don't think it's going to have great value, but whatever. That's on them to continue.
Great White value.
No, I don't think it will either. I think it'll have Great White heritage,
but will people go see this, or are they just going to think this is some local cover band doing a tribute to Great White if they're not paying attention to the players? I mean, and again, not to diminish Tony Montana or Robbie Lochner or Ken Mary, which they're all very proficient players. They've been around a while, but are they names people recognize?
I don't think not especially.
No. So I don't think this is going to do real well. I mean, as far as like crowd draw.
Yeah, I mean, I hope for their sake it does. And again, my only real bitch is the timing.
I agree.
That's the only bitch I have about this. Not that they are continuing on. Look, they've been a band for, 10, 12 years or whatever at this point. So I don't have a problem with them continuing on.
Could this just be an unfortunate faux pas? That it got released like this like there was planning that this before Jack passed away. Like,
I would normally agree with you, yes, except for the fact that there's a graphic. Somebody was planning it.
mm-hmm.
That's the only, like, if they just put up a picture of Jack Russell's Great White and put a halo on Jack or something, in the graphic and said, this is going to be a tribute to that,
Yeah.
Cool. But I mean, you've got a band name, you've got graphics, you've got.
Well, obviously this has been in planning for,
which is
a little while anyway.
Yeah. And again, not a problem. Problem is putting it out before the body's in the ground, probably literally.
Yeah.
I mean, if he truly died on the 15th, he's probably not buried today. Yes?
I would agree.
I mean, that's rushing it there.
Yeah.
There's something
and
about.
I'll tell you, another thing, not that this makes it any better.
Yeah.
But look at the date. That's like just a few days away.
Yeah.
So are you supposed to not announce the show and not have anybody come at all? You know what I mean? And I'm, like I said, I'm not saying that makes it any better. I'm just saying that today is the 17th.
Yeah.
They've only got, 5 days to try to salvage the show. But
I don't think the show was their headline show to begin with. I'm pretty sure it was a Vixen show. You were there last night. I was sent a picture of another poster that was Vixen featuring Once Bitten or Great White or whatever it says. Let me see.
Yeah. And I noticed on the Vix the at least what they were playing at the Arcada as far as like upcoming shows.
Mm-hmm.
All the pictures that they used for Vixen had Lorraine Lewis as the vocalist. And in fact, I said to Taylor, I said, that's a little bit of deceptive, advertising right there, because every video, every picture, every thing that they had to show about Vixen featured Lorraine Lewis singing.
Right. Well, it's because they probably haven't taken, again, another band just moving on without taking the time to do it right. But they should have pictures by now. They should have photos by now. They've been playing shows for a little bit at this point.
Right.
Haven't they? I think they have.
A little while. Yeah. Though, I mean, we actually played some of their video, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. With the new girl, she sounded very much like Janet Gardner. She's a dead.
Yeah, she's a ringer
for Janet Gardner sound.
Yeah. See, here's the poster. I'll put the poster up from that's at the Borgata that you probably saw last night. There's the poster, Vixen with special guest Once Bitten. So it's a Vixen show.
There you go. Tribute to Jack Russell's Great White.
Yeah. So if that was all it was we're contractually obligated and we're going to do this tribute to him and Terry's going to sing and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Fair enough. But to have a full announcement, to have this with here's the band and here's the singer and we're moving forward and, call us down to book. It's like, dude, Jesus, come on.
Well, it's not like they have a lot of time to sell this show.
Yeah. Well, this show, I mean, is going to be whatever. But, it just, I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to shit on Robbie, and I'm certainly not trying to shit on Tony or Ken or Terry. We know all these guys.
Yep.
I'm not trying to shit on them. It just is.
Well, it's just poor timing. But again, I think it just had to do with the short amount of time that they had to gin up some kind of interest in the show.
Yeah. Fair enough, I guess, but I don't know. I could see him doing this, but then not doing anything else for at least a month. And then coming back and saying whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It just all this stuff all at once. It's like, wow, there's a lot of shit going on around this. So anyway, that's all my Jack Russell stuff for now, but I just was caught quite a bit off guard by all this stuff all of a sudden within a day. Doesn't it seem like it just all came fast?
Well, that's the power of the interwebs. Everybody and their brother is jumping in on it, has something to say, has something to offer, has something to contribute.
Right.
Especially Ed Trunk.
Well, he's the man, of course.
Well, he's got the most important post out there because he knew what was going on before the rest of us.
That's right. He's way more smarter than us.
Sure.
The biggest and the best heavy metal radio station is CMS Network Now. With over 5,000 heavy metal songs from all the subgenres and eras of metal, it ranges far more than almost any station broadcasting today. You can also listen to great radio shows like Charlie Kendall's Metal Shop, the shows of the CMS Network, and even the full episodes of the Classic Metal Show with the music. Visit CMS Network now at www.cmsradio.net or on the CMS Network app in both the iOS or Android stores. There's no need to listen anywhere else for the best heavy metal ever created.